past 11. Okay. The purpose of this consultation is to seek your feedback and confirm the approach to modifying the risk management tools that is suitable for psychosocial hazard management. Good morning. Thank you both for taking the time to meet me today.
Thank you.
As you know, we have identified a need to improve how we can manage psychosocial hazards at Monash Bioindustries. Our current processes do not adequately capture the issues like workload, bullying, or poor workplace relationship. My goal today is to present a risk management tool I have selected to modify and get your feedback on the proposed changes. By the end of this meeting, I want to confirm we have all agreed on the path forward. To start, I have chosen this generic psychosocial risk assessment template from our state WHS regulator on the basis of our new tools. I have selected it for a few key reasons. The strength, it is comprehensive and covers all the 14 recognized psychosocial hazards, such as job demands, bullying, and harassment. It is also free and readily available, so we don't need to spend time or money developing something from scratch. Limitations, however, this is a generic document. It lacks specific examples relevant to our industry, and there are no clear instructions as to how to use it for psychosocial assessment. It also does not have a section for recording the duration, frequency, and severity of exposure, which is critical for this type of hazard. Based on this, I propose the following modifications to make it fit for purpose. We shall add a section for duration, frequency, and severity. I shall add a dedicated column to assess how long workers are exposed to a hazard, how often it occurs, how severe the impact is. This is a crucial part of risk assessment process. I will also include clear instructions on top of the tool. I shall add a simple instructions explaining how to complete each section. This will help ensure consistency when different supervisors or managers use it. Add industry-specific examples. I shall include examples entries relevant to our workplace. For instance, under job demands, I might include an example like core staff frequently report insufficient time to complete personal care tasks, leading to rushing or missed breaks. This will make the tool more practical for our team.
Those changes sound sensible. Can you explain how these changes will help us manage psychosocial hazards, psychosocial hazards more effectively? And have you considered how they might affect privacy and confidentiality requirements?
For effectiveness, the additional section on duration, frequency, and severity will help us prioritize our actions. This means that we can focus on the most significant risks rather than just recording a hazard exists. Regarding privacy, the purpose of this tool is to identify workplace hazards, not individuals. I propose that the tools be used at a departmental or team level. It should not require personal names. If an issue requires an individual investigation, that will be handled separately and confidentially, in line with our privacy policies and the Privacy Act 1988, Commonwealth. Now, I want to get your feedback on these suggestions. What are your thoughts? Is there anything you add or change?
Thank you. I have a few questions. Does the tool have section of duration, frequency, and severity as outlined in the Code of Practice? How do these changes ensure we meet our legal obligation, and how will we monitor and review risks after the tool is updated?
All great questions, thank you. First, yes, my proposed modification directly addresses the code's requirements to consider these factors by adding the dedicated section we discussed. Number two, our legal obligations under Section 19 WHS Act requires us to proactively manage psychosocial risks. By implementing this tool and using it correctly, we are demonstrating that we have a systemic process to identify and control this risk, which is how we meet our duty of care. Number 3, monitoring. I'm proposing that we add a follow-up section with a date for review. We can use the same tool to conduct regular reviews, perhaps quarterly for high-risk area. I also want to involve HSR and workers in the review process, as we are doing here today.
Next, clear. I would also recommend including a section for follow-up decks and monitoring action so the tool supports ongoing review, and a reminder to involve workers and HSRs in reviewing psychosocial risks.
Building on the HSR's point, I would suggest including clear instructions and examples. I will make the tool much easier for managers to use properly and consistently.
Thank you both. That is incredibly valuable feedback. So to confirm, I'm noting down the HSR suggestions to include a section for follow-up dates and monitoring actions, and a reminder to involve workers and HSR in reviews. HR's confirmation that clear instructions and examples are essential. I will now incorporate all these points in the final version, the duration, frequency, severity section. Clear instructions, industry examples, a monitoring sections, and a note about ongoing consultation with workers and HSR. Does everyone agree that the modified tool is suitable for our psychosocial hazard management needs?
Yes, I'm satisfied.
Yes, that will work well. Thanks for consulting with us.
Excellent. Thank you both for your time and input. I shall get the final version prepared and shared with you for final review before we roll it out.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.